What's up? How y'all doing? So listen, being a homeowner sucks. Let's start there first. And I don't know if y'all saw my last video that I had did where I was on the phone um with my bank as far as my mortgage goes. Not to be telling on my business, but this could help somebody. Just like I have followers that's following me on TikTok that's helping me because this is my first time being a homeowner. I don't know nothing about these things. I'm alone. I'm by myself. And so, um, what was going on was, hold on one second, let me jot something down so I don't. What was going on was, you know, when I bought my house or whatever, apparently I caught it on a good deal or whatever, everything, and everything was low. But after I got in the house over the years, I guess the value keeps going up and it keeps shorting me in my escrow. And so I really didn't know too much about the escrow. I just thought that I had to have so much in there and then, that's that. But I didn't understand that the escrow keeps going up and the taxes and the value and this and that keep on skyrocketing every year. So I've been hanging on and I've been paying everything every year and I've been reaching, what they say because I ain't got no other choice because they put the extra, they tack it on to the mortgage. Okay, so now we got what you say I owed or whatever. Now it's been jumped up quadruple dollars more. I ain't got no money to keep on playing this game. So um it looks like there's hope for me after all because when I called the people, they told me what I need to do as far as like getting a better insurance rate and then uh basically finding out what I need to do as far as appealing the taxes to get them and get them to go down. And then one of my followers, I approved this message on TikTok. He basically, intelligent man, he basically was talking the same talk in my ear that the man on the phone was talking in my ear. So, uh, hell, I need to hire your ass. I approved this message. So tomorrow, I'm gonna call down to this tax place and talk to them and see about getting these taxes lower and getting them appealed. And then the lady, um, she's out into the six. I'm gonna call her as far as a better insurance rate because it seems like I got a real good insurance, which I do on my home or whatever. But damn that, I'm gonna call and see if I can get this stuff under control so I can afford to live in this house. So it seems to be hope here. But even if it wasn't, I'm gonna say this to y'all. If y'all going through stuff like this where stuff is over y'all heads, don't be embarrassed. Don't be ashamed. Don't let it overtake you. Let it go before it lets you go, and you be going in the ground. I'm not finna run around here trying to keep up with no Joneses, stressed out trying to stay in no house or no car or none of it. I'm not gonna worry with none of it, and don't y'all worry with none of it either because it's plain to see that it's not us, that it's the United States. And the United States ain't gonna be happy until the United States move out of the United States and ain't gonna be no damn United States no more. It's mighty funny how outside of here, every other country take care of their people when they pay for their homes. They own their homes up until they pass away. Ain't nobody homeless in these other countries. Ain't none of this mess going on until you get over here. You got your veterans outside sleeping at the park, sleeping on the ground. They homeless. They barely can afford to go to the doctor after their legs are shot off, after their neck is blown off, and they walking up in the damn VA with no damn head. All of this crazy ass shit going on here. People, your own people, getting put out every day on a regular basis. They can't even afford to stay because of this type of shit that's going on. It's just a mess how America do their own people, how they rob from the poor to keep on getting rich. At this point, it's plain to see that they don't care about nobody. And instead of correcting these type of problems, they don't do that. They go over there and start a war with somebody else, or they'll donate to another profit and make sure another country got it going on. But the country that you sending money to already got it going on because they ain't got these type of problems that we having. You know, Men already on here complaining. We got white men on here complaining. You know that's a damn problem. Got white men complaining, black men complaining about wanting to know what they working for. Work 40 hours. You can't even get ahead. You can't save no money. You can't do nothing. This affects they regular life, they social life, how they eat, they whole livelihood. Because if you can't save no money and you just paying enough to get ahead, and your check is already spoken for before you even get it, then what? Then they tell the truth. What is you working for? You know, I remember when I was a kid, my dad worked at Caterpillar, and not only when I was a kid, a piece of it, maybe about 15 years ago or something. When Bush, the first Bush, the daddy stepped in office. Before that, you could get 40 hours plus all overtime, all this overtime, all this overtime. That's how people was living off their overtime. My dad had white men that he was friends with that lived all out in the country. They didn't want to be bothered with the city life. They had all kind of boats. They had all kind of motorcycles. They had all kind of this and that. All of this was being done off of their overtime money. But then when Bush come up in the office, he cut the overtime off, and then it was 40 hours, and you deal with that. And it caused people to have to start coming up out of the country, giving up this and selling that, because that's how they was living off the overtime money. But then after that, they had to come back because they was losing everything because they couldn't afford anything anymore. And then on top of that, you got all these food bills going. People talking about eggs is $11. Every time you turn around, you barely got money to eat with. You can't even go to the grocery store now and buy a complete meal. You damn near spent $100 for a complete meal that's going to last damn near 2 days. And you lucky if you get 2.5. Ashamed of what? Embarrassed of what? Ain't nothing to be ashamed and embarrassed about. America is the ones that should be ashamed and embarrassed of themselves and how they treat their own people. That's who should be ashamed. They need to step outside the country and take some notes and get some type of lesson on how to treat their own people, because they fell in America miserably. So even though this is something that can be fixed and be appealed, but I told y'all a long time ago, this stuff gonna start touching everybody. This stuff gonna start touching everybody. Y'all see me, it's touching me. It's just the way America do they people just ain't right. If you're going through something, don't let it overtake you. Don't let it stress you out. Long as you got your health, you got your 2 hands, and you can provide for yourself, be good with that. But the thing was, now it's getting so expensive to even stay in an apartment. That's why I bought a home, because when I tried to move into another apartment, the rent turned into $700 for a 1-bedroom. The rent turned into $800 for a 1-bedroom, and all of this kind of carrying on. So the benefit of buying a house was better. But now it looked like the benefit of you living in an apartment is better, because once you get inside the home, then the home keep going up. You ain't even hardly done no modifications to the house. You ain't even. I ain't been able to hardly do nothing. I've laid some carpet in here in this room where I knew I was going to be recording, and I had to work on this bathroom and get this bathroom back going, because I bought the house as is, and it was a lot of mess going. And I just got to that off of a 40-hour check. It ain't no overtime going on with me either. You know? So before you let something stress you out, just go ahead and give it up. Because like I said, I'm not stressing out over nothing that I can't take with me. I'm not stressing out over nothing that America is doing to me. This ain't my problem at this point. It's theirs. So y'all got something going on? Don't be scratching your head trying to figure out how the hell you going to stay in nothing. Figure out how you going to get out of it. Because at this point, I'm damn near considering, once I get myself together, not even being around here no more. I've been tortured so bad by the people in my own city that once I get on my feet, I'm not going to be around here no way. So that was about to play into my favor. So I'm just saying, don't be embarrassed or be ashamed about nothing that's going on. And if you're having a problem and you got some type of platform, get on here and talk about it, because there are people that can give you information. There is people that can help you. There is people that can tell you what you need to do. That's the benefit I love about TikTok, because there's been a couple of times I've been stuck in situations that I didn't know what to do. Being by myself, not having nobody, and people then told me how to get out of something. So don't be ashamed of nothing you're going through. Get on here and get to talking to people so you can get the valuable information that you need, and you can take care of what you need to take care of. Tomorrow, I'm going to get on this phone, see if me and these people can strike a better deal, and we'll see what we can do after that. And then after that, I'm done with it. So that's the end of that. America should be ashamed. That's all it boils down to. America should be ashamed.